Alright, y'all. Welcome back to another video on the Nortex Mining YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. Come on down. Hit the subscribe button if you like mining content. Most of what we talk about here is Helium and the new 5G network now that's coming online. So yeah, if you like mining content, you want to join for this journey, come along, hit that subscribe button. We're going for 300 subscribers. I'd really appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Today we are talking about Hello Helium, the world's first crypto carrier. This is news coming out of Helium House that happened at the end of September. I know this is a long overdue video, but I've had some time to process kind of what all this means, and wanted to kind of bring you guys my thoughts here. So. First things first, Helium is basically starting from scratch a uh, cell service, the same that you would, sign up for right now if you have T-Mobile, Verizon's, AT&T, or, if you have an MVNO like Mint Mobile or Boost Mobile or one of these other pay-as-you-go type things. This is kind of going to be the same thing, right? You pick your plan and you go about paying every month. This looks like data only for $5 a month for 1 gig. Probably not that many people going to be going for this one. Their mid-tier plan looks like 5 gigs a month. Not sure what the price is going to be on that. Also, probably not going to be what a lot of people go for. Probably this unlimited plan is going to be what most people are going to go for if you want data, voice, and text, right? Which I don't know anybody that just gets cell service for data only. So we'll see what these prices end up being. Again, I think a lot of people let's just kind of finish going through this real quick before I get into my thoughts. Yeah, so what would be the benefit of signing up for something like this? Obviously, you would hope these prices are cheaper than, going through a Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile. These plans have gotten pretty expensive over the past few years, and the like hundreds of dollars for the average person. If you're a saver, you might go onto one of these MVNOs that basically gives you the same coverage for maybe, less than half the price. I want to say our two phones are with, used to be Total Wireless. Now they're called Total by Verizon. But it's basically a prepaid type deal. And it's, I want to say like $64 for the two lines. And that's unlimited. So if they could get this around $30, this would, be pretty competitive here. But we'll see what this comes in at. What else would be the benefit? So it looks like they are planning to allocate some mobile tokens as a reward for using the service. So for subscribers, you could potentially mine some mobile tokens just for being a subscriber. And the other thing that's probably worth highlighting here is this privacy aspect. SIM swap protection is obviously a big plus. But these would be the two reasons why I would see people coming over is, okay, I get to mine a little bit of crypto and it's going to be even more secure than my existing plan. So yeah, so I mean, it was interesting because, like I said, everybody was very high on the announcement, and I was kind of feeling not so high on this mostly because this means you're starting from scratch, right? And that was one of the reasons why I don't really like Pollen Mobile. They're basically trying to start a carrier from scratch, and that's just a very, very difficult proposition in my mind. That's not something I would potentially risk my money on. So, that's basically why I wasn't as thrilled about it. Um, the other thing that is a potential bonus out of this, though, is they've already secured an agreement with T-Mobile. Um, so what does that mean? Um, that means that we are, as Helium customers potentially, we would be okay. This is Saga phone, yeah. So mobiles, or the Helium mobile, is going to be coming preloaded on these Saga phones. Again, you're starting from scratch. So where's your initial base of customers? It's going to be people that are already mining Helium, um, or people who buy Saga phones. Again, just starting from scratch. It's going to be very difficult to attract people to switch to a Helium mobile carrier, I think, for now. We'll see how that turns out. Second thing that puts it above everybody else is they've got this agreement with T-Mobile. What does that mean? Please, please, please do not get it confused. Helium Mobile is paying T-Mobile to use their network. It's been confusing, and a lot of people think it's the other way around. Why do they think it's the other way around? Because of this language, this partnership comes as Nova Labs, right? This partnership is set to spawn. Okay, great. But what's actually happening here? Nova Labs signed a 5-year agreement with T-Mobile, and some of these other more reputable news sources maybe is where you should come first, or directly to the Helium literature on this, right? Nova Labs will be able to use T-Mobile's nationwide network to provide coverage for Helium mobile customers in places where the Helium 5G network doesn't exist. Again, Nova Labs, Helium 5G, you're starting from scratch. You're starting a carrier from completely scratch. And when there's no coverage, then you are roaming onto T-Mobile's network. Again, here's the official Helium blog. And to ensure nationwide coverage, Helium Mobile will use Helium 5G by default and use T-Mobile if there's insufficient Helium 5G coverage. A lot of people were getting this mixed up and thinking, oh, if you're a T-Mobile customer, you can now roam onto these Helium 5G small cells, which originally was the plan, I suppose. Reason why I wasn't so thrilled with this announcement is because I thought they were going to announce an offload model that would enable T-Mobile customers to roam onto Helium, which again is not the case with this announcement. It's not the case with this Helium, Hello Helium Cryptocarrier type deal, right? I think they still do aspire to make this a reality, and they're not mutually exclusive here, according to Amir Halim. But he goes on to say, I do think it's important to force the demand flywheel to start. So what he's basically saying is they know they're not going to have a ton of data initially, but he'd rather have something and get it growing, and then potentially one of these other offload models will come to fruition, right? Where instead of having this small of a network and roaming onto this thing, it goes the other way, right? Where the millions of people who are on T-Mobile's and T-Mobile subscribers, can roam onto this tiny little network. Again, it's a subscriber thing. The more subscribers you have, obviously the more data is going to flow through the network. And the bigger the subscriber pool there is, the more chance you have of getting data flowing through your small cells as a miner. So that's where my head's at. Again, I think it's an interesting development with this Cryptocarrier. And we'll see what happens with the move to Solana and these Saga phones. Who knows how many they're actually going to sell? Um, it looks like they're going to come with a free 30-day subscription, so that's only 1 month, which is not a lot. But we'll see where that goes. Again, long term, this is where most of the data, or this is where a lot of data lies. And if they could get T-Mobile to roam onto the Helium 5G network, or Verizon or AT&T, that would be an absolute giant announcement and would absolutely be a huge opportunity and a huge amount of data that would flow through there, that could flow through the Helium 5G network. So we'll see what the future holds. I'm not holding my breath. For now, this just looks like, it's going to be a tiny network and a tiny project. And, you're going to have to deal with the overhead of being a service provider now in this position. So I'll have all these links in the comment box, but let me know what you guys think on this announcement. I will also say, just as a last tidbit here, I think it makes it more difficult when you're trying to get people to host your small cells or businesses potentially, because before you would say, okay, I'm going to increase coverage here for your customers, and the business owner would say, okay, great, which customers? And now the answer is, well, customers that are subscribers to this Cryptocarrier that is going to start with 0 subscribers. So again, if you could start with, hey, basically anybody that walks in here with a T-Mobile phone is going to have better coverage, that would be way better of a selling point than, hey, anybody who walks in here with this Cryptocarrier as their service provider is going to see increased or better coverage. So I'll leave it for a separate video to go over, 5G mining considerations and the types of locations that are going to be perfect for these types of applications. But for now, like I said, let me know what you guys think about the Cryptocarrier announcement for Hello Helium. Did you guys join the waitlist or not? Let me know in the comments below. We'll see where the future holds. It's probably going to be into 2023, I believe. At the time service is available in 2023. It doesn't give an exact date. I'm thinking probably Q1 or Q2. What does this say here? This doesn't specify either. Okay. Yeah, probably going to be mid 2023 by the time this gets going. But yeah, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, keep your costs low and keep your spirits high through this bear market. Keep on mining, y'all.